do you love most about being part of the sector, would you say?
The IT sector? I think it's just how it's changed society.
Okay.
And how it's enabled so much. So we're now in a society where the customer has tremendous amounts of power all of a sudden. And they have a voice. Now admittedly that voice is sometimes screaming in a bell jar to people who scream the same thing back to you, so it isn't necessarily the most effective thing at that point. But now the customers themselves, and with people complain about globalization, but the other side of that coin is, if I'm not getting the service I want locally, I can have something shipped in from France within 48 hours. So it's forcing everybody to up their game, because the customers themselves are now far more in charge of what goes on, and customers will demand or cause an emerging trend, and then the businesses themselves have to work out, goodness me, how do we jump on that? And how do we get first to market, rather than the old days of telling you what was best for you. And I think it's been wildly democratizing. So even things like instant messenger, so we use it in our company, many companies use instant messenger internally, and that's really democratizing. You don't have to worry about ringing up or finding somebody senior and having the fear of contacting them. They are now used to being contacted by many more people in their organisation, much more informally. So I think just what IT is doing for society, and the fact that it is utterly ubiquitous, the smartphone penetration, 4G penetration, the fact that I just expect my world now to be instant and doing what I want it to do, and I don't really many of us don't like waiting. I think the downside is we've also shortened our attention spans somewhat, so it's not all for free. There's always a quid pro quo.